What is your American dream?
My American dream is we all get along and love each other.
My American dream is for my grandchildren to have all the opportunity that they should have, fulfill their own dreams, and be fully American citizens.
My American dream is peace, humanity, and justice for all.
My American dream is for people of all faiths, colors, religions to come together and to rebuild a system so that it works for everyone.
We'll all come together and become the democracy that we really are, and the strong, caring people that we are.
My American dream is no poverty, that young black men shouldn't get shot.
My American dream is that we can be a wonderful, colorful, diverse America, that we just all love each other and accept each other as we are.
My American dream is that every single American, every single person on earth is treated with the same respect and dignity afforded to everybody. Every single human on this planet should be treated with love and compassion.
We continue to aspire to what I think we can be as a country, which is what the Statue of Liberty says we are. It's just a welcoming country that's a democracy.
My American dream is a nation of immigrants that loves each other without any barriers of color, race, or class.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome to Pop Up Friday. It is Friday, and Friday, May 28th, 2021. We always pop up on summer Fridays. We like to start a little earlier so we can start our Friday weekend that much earlier. Jonathan, Yo-Yo Elias, Vanessa Nesquik Coutures, are you ready for Friday weekend?
I got my Friday shirt on.
It is 3-day weekend. It's Memorial Day here in the United States. It is a federal holiday, so most of us will be off. I'll be working, but most of us will be off. You guys will be off. We'll see you Tuesday on Bradshaw Live.
Tuesday, okay. I didn't know.
What didn't you know? That Tuesdays there's a show, or Tuesday you'll still be working?
Coming Monday, I'll be ready for y'all. I'll be ready.
Jonathan's ready for anything, right? Any day. You don't know what's going to be. What's happening down there in Miami? We're getting a little Miami weather here. All of a sudden, I was walking down the street. It was a decent day, a little chilly, but decent day. And I said to myself before Bradshaw Live starts, Uncle Brad, this guy here, okay, needs a little ice cream. So I went to get ice cream. You heard it right, okay? So I went to get some ice cream. Walking back, taking my time. I said it's 4:00 in the air. It's 3:30, and strolling on a Friday afternoon with my ice cream cone. All right, not that I needed it, but I'm eating it anyway. And all of a sudden, God did not give me any warning. God did not give me any warning whatsoever. Usually God likes to give me a little drizzle and then say, hey, I'm going to give you a little drizzle right now so you could, move a little bit faster. Hurry up a little bit faster to get out of the rain. Like speed up, because usually you get the drizzle. God's like, all right, thank you for the warning. I'll find cover soon. No, I must have done something bad this week.
It was the ice cream.
Maybe he didn't want me eating it. He said, Brad, he's calling from heaven. Brad, you're too fat. Don't eat the ice cream, because I'll tell you what happened. As I'm walking down the street, I took like 3 bites of the ice cream. And I'm about 3 blocks from the office back where the studio is. I mean, in 6 seconds, literally raining like torrential downpour. So I can't.
You get wet?
I was soaking wet. So I can't walk through the streets with eating an ice cream, getting soaking wet. We got to give up something, okay?
You threw the ice cream?
I threw the ice cream and I just started running for the office. I came in soaking wet and I never had the freaking ice cream. So I got wet.
Wow.
So I got in here. I said, you know what? It was God telling me not to eat the ice cream.
There you go.
He
I
says,
knew it.
all right. He was calling me from heaven. He said, don't eat the ice cream. You don't need it anymore. And I look up, I go, why do you sound like my mother? And he goes, because... No, he didn't say anything else after that, but he did sound like my mother. But it sounded like my mother in my own head. I said, God and my mother sound exactly alike. I don't know why. Stop eating the ice cream.
Oh, you and God have interesting conversations.
Oh, I have. You don't have conversations with God ever?
I do, but yours seems pretty like entertaining.
Yeah, my conversation, I have a running dialogue with him.
Exactly.
All day long, I have a running dialogue with him. And he enters my mind, or she. Depends. It changes.
Depends on who you ask.
It depends. Right. It depends on what day. Sometimes God's a woman. Sometimes it's a man. Sometimes
there you go.
Now people are going to be watching this and they're going to be like, "Am I supposed to take legal advice from this crazy man?" Well, it's
absolutely.
Absolutely. It's Friday. You have to, right?
Hundreds of thousands of people.
Vanessa, do you ever speak to God in your own head sometimes? All the time. How does it start? Does it say, "Oh God, why?" Or "Thank you, God"?
I always start like this. It's like, I already know you know what I'm thinking, but
that's a good one.
Right. And I don't know why I think I'm so narcissistic that of all the problems in the world, with billions and billions of people talking to this God, okay, why is he listening to me? That's a whole other thing. I'm like, God, are you listening? Because I know you got a lot of things going on right now.
He's a busy one.
He's a very busy, very busy. All right. I was going to say person, but he's not even a He's not even a person. I don't, he's much
busy.
more. Much busier. Yeah. All right.
See who has notifications on.
All right. Let's go.
Ooh, yes.
Let's go to see who's here joining us on our pop-up. The only people joining us would be somebody who has, as Nesquik said, their notifications on. So let's say a huge Brad Show Live congratulations to all of our squaddies with notifications. Sandra Rose Stoddard, squad up. Elisa Enotz, how are you? Maria Dixon, squad up. Jessica Leamy has her notifications on. Shanti Latif, squad up. Willie L. Williams, he is being notified. Cynthia Francis, Latoya His Forever Peterson, being notified. Marie Brown, squad up. Chetty Francois, Jamaican Dynasty, they not saying anything, but they're being notified. Christy Gonzalez, squad up. Aretha Bailey, also not saying anything, but being notified. Sasha Ford, Donna Lofters. We got to give everybody their props today, right? Mavo Tom, squad up. Who else we got here? Joan Grant being notified. And Dion Reed being notified. Gloria McKee. Sherman Baptiste, Yolanda Steele, squad up. Therese Slater. Marie Brown. Jilly Gould. Day Hosea. Saying, hi, family. How are you? Marlene Watt Russell saying hello. Let's check out what's going on YouTube. Asila Enot, squad up. Denise Johnson, 2 days in a row, #1. I noticed these things. Chetty Midori, squad up. Also being notified. Tali. Shirley. Tali's being notified. She tells everyone to turn on their notifications and thumbs up. Vanessa Contreras being notified. Happy Friday to Nesquik. 29 Super C, how are you? 29 Super C and Tali. They are having a whole conversation. And of course...
Oh, I love that.
And of course...
YouTube, I love tapping into them. They're always chatting on YouTube.
Yes.
29 Super C, Tali, love it.
Yeah, we know exactly. They have no private conversations. Everything is public with them. Or maybe not. Maybe there's a private one that we're not aware of. Abaddon, Adagun, squad up. And finally, Mr. Tusk. Must be a lover of elephants, Mr. Tusk. What do you think? Do you think Mr. Tusk loves elephants? Why else would his name be Tusk unless that's his last name?
Maybe it's short for, or exactly, or it's his last name.
Or maybe it's short for his first name. Maybe his name is Tusker. Tusker.
Let us know in the comments. We need to know.
Or he's just an elephant lover. I don't know. Jonathan, Vanessa, it's Friday. Let's get this thing moving.
Absolutely. All right, squad. Now is the time. I need you guys to please share. Now, this is for all the people who don't have the notifications on. I need y'all to share so we can tell them to turn their notifications on so they know that we are on for Pop-Up Friday, because we're going to be starting the schmooze in a little bit with Brad. He's going to fill us in on the latest headlines, including details on today's Senate vote on a bill to create an inquiry investigating the deadly January 6th attack on the Capitol.
And we'll be talking fun Friday stories to start your weekends off with a smile, including some creative ways people have been celebrating getting their COVID-19 vaccines on social media.
And of course, you could always call Starr and Bernstein. The telephone number is scrolling down on the bottom. We always have people every day saying, hey, Brad, how do I reach you? We scroll the number on the bottom. Sometimes people say, hey, how do I call to get on the show? We scroll the number on the bottom. And for those who don't want to squint, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson running right across your screen right now with my head attached to his body saying, ask me your immigration question, Brad Show Live. Call 1-800-529-5465. Internationally, it is 212-227-8933. And by the way, check it out. Our new Starr and Bernstein website, it went up today. Actually, it was launched last night. And you can go check it out at www.lawsb.com. I'm always the last to find out. I got an email this morning. They're like, oh, we love your new website. I go, new website? When did it launch? Last night. I go, great. I'm always the last to find out. So I said, let me go tell everybody. It looks great. Immigration, personal injury, and of course, Brad Show Live. www.lawsb.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment pleasure and education, we're going to schmooze, answer immigration questions, and have a lot of fun. How's that?
Yes.
In Schmoozing with Brad, answering immigration questions, social media check-in, and a whole lot more, all on Pop-Up Friday. Meanwhile, this is trifling, Yo-Yo. And I'm serious. And you know what? I want to have fun today because it's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. All right? And we got to talk about this. Damn. I want to have fun.
Let's get it over with.
Let's get it over with. It's just, you know what? The Senate today blocked the January 6th commission. They were going to hold a hearing in Congress about what went wrong. Why did this happen? Why did people attack the Congress? Why did people go in and ransack and steal, threaten congressmen, set up guillotines outside, and demanded Mike Pence, our vice president, come out? People wanted to behead him and kill him.
Insane.
Why were the police not ready for this? Why was our Congress not ready for this? All after a free and fair election that elected Joe Biden. It was January 6th was the day that the Electoral College was going to be voted on by the Congress. It's ceremonial. It's not like you're not going to vote it. It's a ceremonial thing. It's something that we've done in our republic and our democracy for 200 years. And all of a sudden people said, well, if we block this vote, then Biden doesn't become president because he stole the election, blah, 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 blah. It's a ceremonial vote. The election happened on first Tuesday of November. Biden won. Why did all of this happen? We kind of know why.
Mm-hmm.
We
talked
kind
about
of know
that.
why. Pumpkin said, I will not accept losing. He thought perhaps he would be able to end our democracy and stay in power despite the fact that he lost a free and fair election. He thought that if he can get enough people to believe that the election was stolen from him, perhaps he would be able to stay in power. There was hundreds and hundreds of lawsuits contesting the election. There has been no facts presented to any judge anywhere in the United States, in all of the various states, in all of the various federal courts, that says that anything other than a free and fair election happens. As a matter of fact, all of these lawsuits, hundreds and hundreds of them, were never materialized into anything. It was just a press release. Okay, they were all dismissed and thrown out. There is not any serious poll watchers or any serious election lawyers who believe the election was stolen from Donald Trump. Almost every Republican in Congress believes Joe Biden won, but they're not going to tell Donald Trump that. So they were going to have a commission so that this doesn't happen again, so that our politicians who get voted out of office leave office, so that our police and the people who are protecting our congressmen, our duly elected legislators in Congress, are prepared for any eventuality, so that January 6th doesn't happen again. Somebody, our president of the United States, tried to overthrow the U.S. government. So the House of Representatives passed a bill to have this hearing, similar to the 9/11 hearings. Nobody should, come to America, hijack planes, crash them into buildings, and terrorize us. They had a commission about that. And so they need a commission about this as well. So the truth will come out, and we can fix the problem so it doesn't happen again. So it passed the House of Representatives by more than 35 Republicans voted for it, as well as all the Democrats. It needed 60 votes out of 100 senators in the Senate to pass. It did not pass today.
Wow.
54 senators voted in favor and 35 voted against. That's 89 senators, yo, if you do the math. And
right.
I'm sure, Vanessa, you're saying, wait a second, what the hell happened to the other 11? Did they?
Yeah, where'd the rest?
Where'd they go?
Where's everybody at?
Yeah, where are they at? You know where they at?
Where they at?
Those 11? They're at the chicken farm. Because they were too chicken to come to Washington to vote.
And that's fact.
Wow.
That is a fact.
Wait, so they didn't have to vote?
If you're not in Washington, you don't vote. That's how it works. So they went to the chicken farm for Memorial Day weekend. They knew this very important vote was going to happen. They knew that this is extraordinarily important. So what did they do? They booked a one-way ticket to the chicken farm.
Wow.
That's my chicken voice. It's Friday.
Pretty good.
Thank you. So they went to the chicken farm. They didn't vote at all. 35 Republicans voted against this. I think 6 or 7 maybe Republicans voted in favor. I forgot. 6 or 7 perhaps. So they need 60 votes, 6 of them. There they are. Okay. Our regular people who generally vote. Murkowski from Alaska. Collins from Maine. There's our former Republican presidential candidate, Mitt Romney. A few other normal Republicans. 35 voted against. They said, we don't want to know what happened.
Like what?
Okay. Do you want to know why they don't want to know what happened? At least they weren't chicken. You got to respect.
Right.
At least those 35 who put their name, disagree. They voted against America. They voted against democracy, but they're not on a chicken farm.
Right.
And they voted against for 2 reasons, and 2 reasons only. One reason is, if you're a Republican, you don't upset a pumpkin. Because if you upset a pumpkin, bad things happen to you.
Exactly.
Ghoulish.
Doesn't end.
Ghoulish things happen to you. It's like the night before Halloween.
Do you feel like some thugs like visit them at night, like at their house? Like, hey,
No. But what happens is that Trump will start rallying the troops, the Republican faithful, against particular legislators that do not favor Donald Trump. So if you want a career in Congress as a Republican at this moment in time in America, you don't go against Donald. You don't go against Pumpkin. The other reason that 35 people voted against this is because they all know the truth. They know Donald Trump caused this. They know he did this as a Republican. They know that when the truth comes out, that many Republicans who watch Fox News, who watch some of the other right-wing newscasts, will feel duped, stupid, foolish, idiotic, dumb, you name it. And they're going to say, I can't believe I followed this guy. I can't believe that I listened to him. I'm really angry at the Republicans. So what would happen? Let me just finish. So what would happen in 2022? They're not going to get their base to come out and vote for them because the base is going to see that they were fooled. And the moderate Republicans who voted for Biden would continue to vote Democrat. So politically, it's not good for them. So why have this commission? That's what happened, Yo-Yo. I'll let you talk and Vanessa talk now.
my question is just, how is this legal? Like, we know that the law was broken. We know that we should be investigating it because, you know, this could always happen. We all know that these Republicans are doing it just to save their self. I thought law was supposed to, like, you know, help people. I thought it was supposed to protect us. So, like,
the people who actually did the insurrection and attacked the Congress, many of them got arrested, if not most of them, and they're facing criminal charges. This is not about, you know, the law. This is about protecting America. This is about our duly elected officials protecting our institutions and protecting our democracy. So this is not law. This is about protecting the Constitution of the United States of America. And if anyone's going to protect the Constitution of the United States of America, you would think it would be our Congress, our president.
Yeah.
They're not doing it.
For their own selfish reasons, though.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think that's not fair.
Yo-Yo, my dear friend.
Life is fair.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Nobody ever said life is fair.
It's wild.
Okay. What I have learned in my
Earth is ghetto.
What I have learned in my 52 years of life is most people, but not everybody, but most people are just going to do whatever's in their selfish best interest. They don't care about nobody else.
Yep.
Certainly our leaders. Certainly our leaders. Let's go to coronavirus.
That's not what a leader does.
That is not what a leader does. Correct. I am not saying these are good leaders. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know you're not.
Right.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just it baffles me. Like, I just don't understand how they could get away with this. Like, it's blatant that they're trying to save their self.
As Nesquik said, life's not fair, and people are selfish.
This will give me a headache just talking about it. So
All
yeah.
right. Let's talk about let's quickly coronavirus. More than 50% of the people in the United States have received at least one vaccine shot worldwide. There's more than 169 million cases, 3.5 million deaths. That number is way too low. So I'm sure it's much bigger.
How many deaths?
They say 3.5 million. I think it's more. I don't think everything's reported. Now, California is hopping on the trend of cash prizes for vaccinated people. So our squatties in California, Governor Gavin Newsom announced the state is offering the nation's largest vaccine prize money, $116.5 million lottery. Sheesh. Don't you feel you got vaccinated too early now?
Yes. I do.
Don't you feel like we should just be going from state to state and getting vaccinated?
Like the lady, did some lady take vaccination twice?
Yeah, I mean, so, what's the worst thing that could happen? You die, but at least you're in the lottery all over.
Is there going to be a lottery in Florida? Because I'm still, you know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you something that's quick. If you don't start getting vaccinated soon, you're going to miss out on all the lotteries. You're going to end up unvaccinated and in no lottery. You better start doing something, man. Or lady. I should be calling you lady. I don't know why I call you that. All right. Let's get to some Friday news. It's Friday anyway, right? I love that. One more time.
I love it too.
It's Friday anyway. So there's a growing wave of vaccine celebrations via social media. We thought we'd take a look at some of the creative ways people are announcing their vaccinations. Gurdeep Pandor went viral after he marked his 2 doses vaccine milestone by doing the baranga, a traditional dance that originated in Punjab, India, on an iced-over lake in Canada. Okay, nice. That was a picture. We don't have the video of him doing it. Do we have a video? Oh, there's the video. Okay, there's his vaccine dance. Happy Friday. That is a vaccine dance. We go. I like that vaccine dance. Happy Friday, Gurdeep. All right. Now, on March 22nd, Evan Manavong, a member of the University of Illinois' men's gymnastics team, whipped out a white card after achieving a career-high score in his successful routine against a meet in Minnesota. Let's watch his vaccine dance. Wow. Let's watch his vaccine dance. Oh, he just pulled it out. He just did a triple Lindy. Is that what they call it? The triple Lindy?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's see that one more time. I don't know what he just did. He did a tumble salt. He did a cartwheel. What do they call this? 1, 2, 3. Triple something. And he pulls out his vaccine card. That's how he celebrates. Then there was a woman who got her vaccine wearing her wedding dress. Vanessa, here's something unique. You can get married and vaccinated all in the same day. You want to talk to your boyfriend about that one?
I'd have to let him know.
You let him know that one. Let's see. So her reception was canceled due to the pandemic. So Sarah Studley put on her white gown to get vaccinated at Baltimore Stadium. Let's watch. Do we have Sarah? Perhaps we don't have Sarah. Well, maybe we have a photo. Trust me, it was cute and nice and very Friday-ish.
Right. Oh, is this?
I don't know what I just saw a picture of, but that's not a woman in a medical dress. Meanwhile, but trust me, I saw it. I enjoyed the picture.
Oh, the school tweeted. The school tweeted it. Yeah.
Okay. And after receiving her shot with the announcement, she tweeted, "Here comes the bride." And finally, Renee, she's a 59-year-old homemaker, and her husband, Chimbadaran Valapan, 66, they run a movie theater called Kamala Cinemas, a family business in southern India. For movie theater owners globally, the pandemic was particularly crushing. So Renee said, quote, we said we weren't going to say this word jab anymore. And here it is resurfacing on my cards. Yeah, yeah, it's a global word according to, I don't like it though. The moment I got that jab, I felt pure joy. It gave me hope that we could overcome this. And now we have the Redding tweet. There it is. There she is in her wedding dress. It was a cute picture.
Oh, look at her in her wedding dress.
All right. And lastly, all right, we'll do 2 more. I was going to do 1 more, but both of them I'm enjoying both stories, Yo-Yo and Vanessa. It's Friday, right? So a Philadelphia restaurateur celebrated his birthday by having chefs assemble a cheesesteak that measured 510 feet long. That's more than a foot long. Renee Colberteri, owner of the Rim Cafe, recruited a team of chefs to build a sandwich that measured more than 2 blocks long. 2 city blocks.
Oh my gosh.
One cheesecake. One cheesecake. Yes. Yes, it was a cheesecake sandwich. One cheesecake. Cheesesteak.
Is it cheese?
No, it's cheesesteak. It's cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak, yeah.
I'm reading it as
That
cheesesteak sandwich. I like cheesesteak better than cheesecake.
Wow.
I like them both.
I know, but if you had to choose between a 510-foot cheesecake or a 510-foot cheesesteak sandwich, I know Yo-Yo,
You already
almost
know.
any man would pick the cheesesteak sandwich. Cheesesteak sandwich. Now, a woman, I think would take the cheesecake. Now, I'm stereotyping everybody, but I don't know any man. I'm sorry if I'm being sexist, but I don't know any man who would take cheesecake over cheesesteak. Vanessa, you tell me I'm wrong.
You are wrong. You are wrong.
You would take the cheesesteak.
I would. Oh heck yeah, for sure, for sure.
Carol's taking the cheesecake.
You said what, Nesquik?
There's only so much like sweet you could have, like that's really long, you know, like at whatever point with the cheesesteak I could like take the steak out if I'm tired of the steak and just have the bread, maybe just have the steak and not have the bread. I have options.
So many layers to the cheesesteak.
Now, Vanessa, how many city blocks of cheesesteak sandwich do you think you can eat? Can you eat a quarter of a block, a half a block? How many blocks can you eat, Vanessa?
Like a square.
Not even,
like I know, we're not getting down the whole
block.
Like
what about, like they have like the tiles and they have the little cement and then you can have one of those square tiles on the street.
That's what I'm saying.
A small one. Meanwhile, Gino Vento, the owner of Gino's and a friend of Kobateri, he's the guy who did the cheese steak sandwich 2 blocks long, said several different varieties of cheesesteak were included. They didn't just do the basic cheesesteak. They did the ravioli cheesesteak, the marinara cheesesteak.
Wow.
And the Spanish cheesesteak.
Well, I was going to say, look, at least there's a variety and it wasn't just the same cheesesteak for 10 blocks.
Now, I was about to say, I wonder if this is a Guinness Book of World Record. They submitted their cheesesteak sandwich to Guinness Book of World Records. They're waiting to hear back from them.
Nice. That looks yummy.
Oh, God, and I had to throw out my ice cream. I'm hungry now.
Dang.
That's a damn.
That's a damn.
Why, God? Why?
Vanilla bread?
Of course, vanilla.
Rainbow sprinkles?
No sprinkles.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't do the sprinkles either.
Come on. Guy who eats a cheesesteak sandwich doesn't go get rainbow sprinkles after.
Never know.
You never know. Meanwhile, there is no denying that a simple scream. You ever like to scream, right?
Yes,
You
I
ever
know
scream?
you do too.
I scream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Do you ever scream?
There you go.
You ever scream?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't imagine Nesquik screaming. Are you a screamer, Nesquik? You seem so.
I can.
You seem so chill all the time.
I can.
You can see her.
No shade.
What?
Maybe just around Brad. I'm just a little chiller, you know.
What happened to you guys? I'm like talking to myself here. Where is everybody?
I know.
There you are.
Oh, we here.
There you are.
I was about to say I can definitely picture Nesquik.
Yeah.
Get.
She seems like, it's
I'm gonna have my boyfriend watch this part of the episode.
See, to me, I was very close to changing your name to Zen Master. Vanessa Zen Master Contreras.
Well, I mean, she is
very, very calm.
Right. But I know she could get there.
Yeah, you think she can? You think she can?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. We'll have to interview some of your friends and colleagues off air and figure this
or her
one
boyfriend.
out. Or her boyfriend.
Post this on my feed. I'm gonna post this clip on my feed.
Yes.
And
ask and give people a poll. Am I Zen Master?
I'll get back to the squad.
Yeah.
I want to hear what the squad thinks.
So,
I really am.
Meanwhile, if you are not the Zen Master and you do like to scream, there's now a new hotline that I will be taking advantage of. It's called Just Scream. The phone isn't manned by anyone. All you have to do is call 561 567-8431. Wait for a beep and just freaking scream your head off at this nothing.
I love it. I love it.
And then hang up. So next time you want to scream, you dial 561-567-8431. You wait for the beep. You scream. You bang the phone down. Then you feel better.
And there you go.
The best part is all the screams are recorded, uploaded on their website every day. So then you can go back on their website and listen to you scream like a crazy person days later and laugh at yourself.
I love it.
Or laugh at other people who are screaming.
I love it.
Let's see some examples. Let's hear another one. That sounded weird.
So what I heard was that they have different categories. They have like baby screams. They have people screaming with laughter in it. They have people screaming with animal noises. So like there are different like categories of screams that you can listen to.
I would say, can you please connect me to the angry scream? And then I would just do my angry scream and then hang up the goddamn phone.
Hang up the phone. And then you'll feel good.
And then I feel good. Yeah.
Just like that. I love that.
Just like that.
Right. All right, Zen Master. All right, Yo-Yo. What do we got next? I guess schmoozing, right? No, we're not schmoozing anymore. We're gonna. You know what we're gonna talk about, which we don't, because we don't get these questions a lot. Before we get into immigration questions, we did this video a long time ago, and we came across it again, and we said, "Wow, it's really good." So we're gonna play it again. So we talk on the show about, we don't talk enough about it. Extraordinary ability visas, O1 visas. Even last week, I spoke with a musical theater composer, Jaime Lozano, who was originally from Mexico. If you remember his story, he was here on an O1, which is extraordinary ability.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to present some types of professions that are eligible for the extraordinary ability visa. Let's watch.
Hi, my name is Ivan. I'm from Italy. I'm a scientist and I obtained my green card for extraordinary abilities. I'm passionate about my work because it allows me to be different every day and to pursue something new all the time.
Hi, my name is Theresa. I'm from Spain. I'm a graphic designer. I have an extraordinary ability visa and I live in New York. What I like about my job is that you create new things, you play with colors, you play with fonts, and you're always creating something new.
Hi, I'm Ramon, aka B-Boy Ramen. I'm from Mexico, and I came here through Extraordinary Ability Visa. America is really diverse. You see a lot of people. Philadelphia, you'll have different styles. New York, the origin of hip-hop, breaking.
Hi, I'm Gerald. I'm from South Africa. I am a painter and a sculptor. I would encourage people to study and pursue their dreams in America. I work in New York, so I get an opportunity to see a lot of people get inspired by different cultures.
Hi, I'm Mandeep. I work in finance and I have an extraordinary ability visa. I would encourage people to come to America to pursue their dreams if they're right qualifications and abilities. And they can definitely apply for the visa and hopefully they should succeed.
Hello, I'm Manuel. I'm from Spain. I have an extraordinary ability. I like cooking from I was a child.
Hi, I'm Lydia, and I'm from Jamaica. I have an extraordinary ability visa in athletics. I would encourage anyone to pursue their dreams here in America.
My name is Chisate Kagan from Japan. I have extraordinary ability. I am a jewelry artist, and this I am teaching jewelry art in Manhattan.
Hi, my name is Kemdi. I am from Nigeria. I live in New York City. I have an extraordinary ability in athletics. I would encourage people to come to America to pursue their dreams.
If I can do this,
So can you. If I can do it,
so can you.
If I can do it,
So can you.
If I can do it,
You can do it too.
All right, let's get to some immigration questions. And call me with your immigration question. No matter what it is, I somehow, almost always, will give you the right answer. Let's go to Kalia in Burlington, North Carolina. Kalia.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Keep up the good work. I'm
Thank
doing
you.
fine.
What's going on?
So I work in Burlington on a J1 visa, but I scheduled an interview to renew the J1 visa. I went to the embassy and they told me that they had sent me an email saying that the interview was canceled.
What do you mean you went to the embassy? You're here in the United States.
No, I went to Jamaica.
Oh,
I'm
you
in
did?
Jamaica
Oh,
now.
you're in
actually.
Jamaica.
I'm
Okay.
in Jamaica.
Okay, because
I'm
I have
in Jamaica now.
So you're not in Burlington, North Carolina anymore.
Not right now,
All
because I
right.
went down to
take that down because I'm confused. I thought you were calling me from North Carolina. And let's put up Kalia from what parish?
St. Anne, Jamaica.
Kalia from St. Anne's, Jamaica, or Andrews.
Yeah.
St. Anne's or
Yeah.
St. Andrews? You said.
St. Anne.
St. Anne's, Jamaica.
Yes.
So then what happened?
I went to the interview yesterday and they told me that they had sent me an email saying the interview was canceled. And they said that I could reapply. And when I applied, the next available date would be in October, but I would have to return to work. So can I travel on my regular visitor's visa?
You can, but you can't travel on your visitor's visa to come to work.
Okay. Also,
So that's going to be a problem. So if they
why
know,
would they cancel the interview?
could be 100 reasons why.
Because I know I got married in Burlington recently, so I'm not sure if that could be a factor.
You're married to a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
It could be a factor. Maybe. It could be that they just don't have the people to interview you. It could be, I mean, you could play 100 movies in your head and come up with 100 different reasons why they canceled it. The only thing that I would suggest you can do is hire somebody who can, like myself, who can speak to somebody at the embassy in Jamaica, find out A, what's going on, and B, if we can get a quicker appointment for you.
Okay.
All right.
And if I can't get a quick appointment, you said I could travel on my visitor's visa, but just not for work.
Not for work, for visiting.
Okay.
All right. Hold on one second. Let's go to Ajo, AJO in Anchorage, Alaska. Ajo.
Hey, hey, Brad.
How are
I can
you?
hardly hear you.
Why is everyone
I'm not
hardly hear me? That's so strange.
Yeah, you kind of sound a little silent, like low.
We gotta look into this technology thing. Why some people are not hearing me well. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can. What's going on?
Hey, first of all, I must say I've been on your program since 2016.
Wow.
You've helped me in so many ways.
Thank you.
When I first came here, and I explained to you I got my 3 years work visa to come to the United States from Jamaica, and you've walked me through all the steps, and I became a citizen in 2020.
Congratulations. All from watching Brad Show Live and listening to my show. Thank you. So what's going on today?
So, I have a really intriguing question. I have a brother who is a regular visitor.
Right.
I'm interested in having him, getting him to be a part of a resident in the United States. But based on my research, I am not sure if everything is correct. So I'm wondering if he comes to the United States and be here, is it possible for me to apply for him to stay here, or he has to? Even though when I apply for him, do we have to go back home? What's the case?
Not as a brother filing for a brother. You're going to wait 12 years. He'll end up overstaying his visa. So that's not going to be possible. If he has no other family here in the United States, then either he makes a family by entering in a bona fide marriage with somebody, or we look a different direction. Investor visas, employment visas, that type of thing.
Okay. One of the reasons too is that he has a youngster that lives in the United States, who's a U.S. citizen, but he's under the age. So
Yeah.
he's unable to-
The key term there was youngster. You would have to be 21 to file for his father.
Yeah.
But you can
Okay,
hang on,
so
and
you-
we can have a consultation and figure out what the best options are. But the worst of the worst of all the options would be you filing for him. It's going to take too long. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Let's go to Carl in Brunswick, Georgia. Carl.
Good afternoon.
Hi,
Thank
how
for
are
taking
you?
My call.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
Good. I like Brunswick, Georgia. I was down there in Jekyll Island a couple of years ago.
I was on Jekyll Island last weekend.
Oh, well, you were there before me. I mean, right after. I mean, I haven't been there in 4 or 5 years, but beautiful area. What's going on?
It is. My fiance is Filipino. She came to the United States with her late husband, and they had a child. The child is a U.S. citizen,
right?
And he passed away. Now, she also has another child who is currently in the Philippines.
Who passed away? The husband, not the child,
The husband
obviously.
passed away.
Okay, what type of visa did she come here on?
She currently has a green card.
Okay.
And she has a daughter in the Philippines who is 18, turns 19 next month.
Okay.
We submitted, I think it's an I-130 form to bring her over.
When?
A couple of months ago.
How long has your fiance had a green card?
Since 2014.
Okay. Listen to me, and listen to me very, very carefully, because this is extraordinarily important. The child is going to age out if your fiance does not become a citizen. If your fiance becomes a citizen before the child turns 21, her age is locked in under 21. She will get here in the next year or so. If she doesn't become a citizen, if you don't become a citizen, by the time the government approves this I-130, the child will be over 21. You'll probably get screwed under the Child Status Protection Act. Your child will fall into the F2B category, and you're going to wait 7-8 more years for your kid to come here. It'll be next decade.
You just answered our question before I asked.
Okay, do yourself, do this child, do your entire family. File your citizenship now. Make sure you swear in. Not go for your test, not go for your interview. You swear in before your daughter turns 21, and she will get here very quickly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All right? If you need help, hold on. Let's go to Miguel in Reno, Nevada. Miguel.
Hey, how you doing, Brad?
How are you?
Good. I just have a question really fast. I was arrested back in 2013 for possession of 42 grams of marijuana. Now, I was only convicted for possession of drug paraphernalia. Now, I had my interview last week.
For what?
For my adjustment of status. And the immigration officer asked to see the police report for that case only. Now, my question is, what do I do at this point? Because I'm pretty much screwed up.
Well, you need a good lawyer. This is the thing. Drug paraphernalia is not an inadmissible. It could be a crime of moral turpitude. It may be nothing, depending on how they word the actual penal code in whatever jurisdiction you pled guilty to. Possession of drugs, more than 30 grams, makes you inadmissible. You had 42 ounces. That's a lot. Okay.
No, 42 grams. 42 grams.
Oh, 42 grams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it got reduced. Okay. Good for you. As long as you pled guilty to paraphernalia and not possession. I thought I heard 42 ounces. So I was going to say...
No, 42 grams.
Okay. Because 42 ounces is like huge, and I'm going to say they're going to charge you as a drug trafficker. But, yeah, 40 grams, that's like a couple joints, I guess, or not even. And so as long as you didn't plead guilty to that and you just pled guilty to paraphernalia and it's a one-time offense, you should be okay, or you may need a waiver. But before you do anything, do not start submitting documents that are like this to the government until you know what they're going to do to you and how you fix it. Because too many Too many people who get arrested think it's okay. They just submit what the government asks. And what they don't know is, what is the government going to do to me when they see this? And whatever they're going to do to me when they see this, how will I get myself out of this? And if people are just going to start submitting documents without knowing those answers, that's when you get screwed. So I would hold on and speak to me. All right?
No, just real quick. So I heard anything more than 30 grams is pretty much inadmissible.
But you were not found guilty of any possession of marijuana. You were found guilty of drug paraphernalia, which I assume is a bong or rolling paper or whatever it may be. There is no law that says if you're found guilty of 42 grams of bongs or rolling paper, you're inadmissible. It's if you're found guilty of 42 grams of marijuana would make you inadmissible. You could have 50 pounds of bongs and not be inadmissible.
All right.
But you need a good lawyer. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to Shelley in Long Island, New York. Shelley.
Good evening, Uncle Brad. How are you doing?
Good evening. How are you?
Not so good, but give thanks. Just got a quick question for you. My husband filed for me and my daughter sometime in January, and we did the whole I-130 and everything. But what I wanted to know, is there anything else that he could file to get my daughter here sooner because she's still in Jamaica and she's 13 years old?
In this past January?
Yes.
You know, I mean, who does your daughter live with?
Her grandma, my mother.
All right. I mean, the only thing you can do is you can request a humanitarian expedite of the I-130 if you can show that, you know, your daughter has nowhere to live, or, you know, it's basically on the street or about to go on the street or something like that. But short of that, you just got to wait the process out. Unless there's some other humanitarian reason that I can't think of off the top of my head.
Okay, and my other question is, if I basically lost my passport before I did my biometrics and interview and everything, will that affect me going forward?
Do you have a new ID?
I haven't received any ID or anything as yet.
Well, you can't take a biometric or anything without identification. So
I did make a report to the Jamaica consulate about my lost passport, and I'm in the process of renewing, getting a new one.
You would not be able to take a biometric unless you have a photo ID, so hopefully you get it soon.
Okay. Right. But that won't be a problem when I bring the new one to do my biometrics?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Let's go to Saeed in Trenton, New Jersey. Saeed.
Hey, Mr. Brad.
Hi, how are you? Good.
I'm good. Mr. Brad, I have two questions. Number one question, how long is nowadays in 2021 the labor certificate is going to take for the approval? And the second one is, can I travel on the combo card out of the United States? If I can travel, for how long? And will be any problem to come back? I mean, like on the immigration on the airport?
All right, so you're asking me how long does a perm application take? The longest part of a perm application, the labor application, the perm. The longest part of a perm application, believe it or not, is getting a prevailing wage from the Labor Department. It takes months and months and months and months and months. Once you get the prevailing wage...
And also affected by 2021 COVID?
Yes. And once you get the prevailing wage from the Labor Department and you now can advertise for the job position...
so the prevailing wage is done. Prevailing wage is done already.
You're asking... I'm giving you an answer, okay?
Oh, okay.
Prevailing wage takes the longest. Once you have the prevailing wage, you can advertise for the job opportunity. If you've completed the job opportunity and you file the perm, depending on whether it's done right or if they want to audit you, you know, if you get lucky and you don't get audited, it can be approved in weeks and weeks, literally weeks. If you get an audit, it could take 6-9 months. The prevailing wage is the longest part. It takes months to get the prevailing wage. So from the time somebody hires, say me, to get the prevailing wage and get the perm approved, assuming you don't get an audit, you figure it's a year, start to finish.
Okay, and about the combo card?
Travel on the combo card. If you have a combo card, that means you have a pending adjustment. You can travel on the advanced parole on that combo card. Don't stay out of the country for more than 4 weeks. That's my advice. Other people would disagree with me. I say 4 weeks. And the reason why I say 4 weeks is the advanced parole is for short trips abroad. So to me, 4 weeks or less is a short trip. Anything more than 4 weeks, you're leaving it up to somebody at the airport to start giving you a problem.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to Lulu in San Marcos, Texas. Lulu.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Hi, Brad. So I have a question. I filed for my VAWA petition, the I-360 in 2018, and I got approved 2020 January. So I wanted to know, does that come with an automatic EAD?
The approved I-360 does not come with an automatic EAD unless you filed an I-765 with the I-360 under Section C31.
Okay.
Did you do that?
Yes. So actually, at the time, I did it concurrently, and I sent in both the adjustment of status and the employment authorization.
So then you
document.
So then you don't need a work permit concurrently with the I-360. In other words, let me break it down for you so you understand, so we don't go back and forth. Okay. When you file an I-360 and do nothing else, you do not get a work permit, or you're not entitled to a work permit until the I-360 is approved. Because we get these questions all the time, so I want to break it down and make sure. Okay? So a lot of people, or a lot of lawyers, or a lot of people who help people file VAWAs, they file an I-360 and an I-765, which is your work authorization document. And on the work authorization form, it asks, what is your qualification for a work permit? And you put down C31. C31 means that your qualification for the work permit is an approved I-360. And what people do is they file the I-360 and this work permit under C31 together. The I-360 goes in, you wait 2 years for an I-360 approval, and when the I-360 is approved, they also send you a work permit because you concurrently filed this I-765 with the I-360. That's not what I do.
Okay.
What I do, which is I think what you did, is and I tell everybody this, I file the I-360 and the I-45, which is the adjustment, simultaneously. The adjustment is your request for an interview for a green card. So I'm requesting an I-360 approval, which is the basis for the green card, and I'm requesting the adjustment, which is the interview, simultaneously. And then when you do that and you file the I-765 work permit, you're not putting down C31, the basis of my work permit is an approved I-360. You're putting down C9, the basis of my approved work permit is a pending adjustment application. And with that pending adjustment application, they'll mail you a work permit in 3-4 months. You don't need to file an I-765 based on both. It's how are you filing your VAWA case? So I like to always tell clients, file the adjustment, because why wait 2 years for the work permit? You'll get a work permit in 4 or 5 months, and you'll get your interview for a green card that much faster. So I think that's what you did.
Yeah. So actually, so when I did all of that in 2018, they kept the I-360, and then I didn't send fees in, so they returned both the adjustment and the work permit. But I did it again this year in 2021 January. I sent back in the adjustment and work permit authorization, everything.
Great.
And I've since received just a courtesy letter for my medical, but I haven't heard anything back about the work permit.
The work permits are taking a while, but you should be getting it shortly.
Does it matter if I still did it under C31?
No, you couldn't have done it. You have an approved I-360. It could have been done under C31 or C9. It wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, all right. That answers my question. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, take care.
All right, bye.
All right, where are we at? Pop-up Friday. We only take 7 calls instead of 14. And by the way, if you didn't get your immigration question answered and you would like to converse with me, you could always send me a text and DM me. Not send me a text. You DM me on @RealBradBernstein on Instagram. You follow me and drop me a DM, and I'll be happy to answer your question as best as I can. So find me @RealBradBernstein on Instagram. Drop me a DM. You're talking to me personally. If you love our show, but 2 hours is just way too much, then follow us on Instagram @BradShowLive. You only get 30 seconds of us. Much better, much more efficient on your time. If you don't have the time to watch us for 2 hours, follow us on @BradShowLive on Instagram. And of course, if you love to watch people dance on TikTok, then you are going to love Brad Show Live on TikTok, because I will not be dancing, but I will be answering immigration questions and speed rounds. People love it. Follow us on TikTok at Brad Show Live. Yo-Yo and Vanessa.
Yep, you guys can follow me at Jonathan Elias TV on Instagram.
And you guys can find me at Vanessa.ContrerasTV.
And Yo-Yo?
Social media check-in. Time for social media check-in.
Okay. Is that what we're doing? Yes, it is social media check-in. I am reading.
Yes.
I apologize, Yo-Yo. That was my line.
It's all good.
I screwed up. I looked at block
All
F.
good.
I looked at block
All
F
good in the
instead
hood
of
of
block
Friday.
E. All good in the hood.
Yes.
All good in the hood. I like that.
Yes. All right, guys. Our first one comes from Brad Squad VIP member. Now, if you want to become a Brad Squad VIP member, super easy. All right. We need everybody who's watching to do this. Okay. Now, just go to Facebook, go in the search engine, put in Brad Squad, and you will see a page that has you actually press request. You have to press request. All right. We have a couple Brad Show Live pages, or like Brad Starr and Bernstein and all that, but you have to understand it has to be the Brad Squad page where you have to click request. So once you do that, we will accept you, and then all you have to do is put in your comments or your questions anytime throughout the day, and we'll take the first 5 ones and throw those in before any of the social media check-ins. Okay, so our first one comes from Sunny Singh, saying, after receiving a response after submitting my RFE, will the case be sent back to the same officer for the decision?
Yes.
Okay, the next one comes from another Brad Squad VIP member, Sherry Ben, saying, if I had my interview and afterwards the officer said, I am going to have to redo my medical, should I just go ahead and do it and send them to USCIS, or wait on a letter requesting for it?
Wait on a letter requesting for it.
All right, Ronnie Rodrigue, another Brad Squad VIP member. Can I apply for temporary protected status while my green card application is pending?
Yes.
Joanna Mate Henderson, another Brad Squad VIP member. If my husband is my petitioner, does he have to wait for my case to be proceeded before he adds me to his health insurance?
No. Add as soon as you're able to.
Okay, Grace Persuade on another VIP member. If an F3 category petition was approved May 20th, 2011, how much longer will it take to process? And can married children of U.S. citizens apply for a non-immigrant visa?
The answer for the non-immigrant visa, you're not going to get it because they have a pending green card. Let me Google Visa Bulletin and see where they're at for June. I didn't look at F3 this month, so let's see where they're at. And June 2021, F3 is up to September 1st, 2008 or 2011. So you figure they're approximately 3 to 4 years away.
Polchi Eastwood on Facebook. I mailed off my parents' I-130 on April 22nd and still haven't received the receipt in the mail. Is that normal?
In this day and age, yes. It's sometimes taking 6-8 weeks to get a receipt.
Abiodun Adiogun on YouTube. Can you explain the schedule of a physical therapist EB2 process for an applicant from Nigeria?
Yeah, you have to get a CGFNS visa screen. You have to pass your NCLEX, your test of an English as a foreign language. You then have to have a sponsor as a physical therapist. You have to show that you are able to get a temporary license in the state where you're going to be working. The sponsor files your PERM and your I-140 simultaneously, because physical therapists are on what's called Schedule A along with registered nurses, which means that's already predetermined that there is a shortage of physical therapists and nurses. So therefore, you just literally file an I-140 and PERM simultaneously. If you're in the United States and in legal status, you can file an I-140, a permanent adjustment simultaneously. If you're in Nigeria, after your I-140 and PERM is approved, you go to the National Visa Center and visa process.
Andrew Dennis on YouTube. I got my EAD through VAWA and my I-130 was approved. However, my card has C09 on the card and it does not say advanced parole. On the bottom, it says can't re-enter the U.S. What can I do?
You want to travel, go apply for advanced parole. You didn't apply for the advanced parole. That's why you didn't get it. You have to file an I-131.
Okay, Rohan on YouTube. I filed my I-485 with an approved I-360 in August 2019. How long will it take for me to get my green card?
Hopefully very soon. I mean, you're already 2.5 years into this. 2 more.
El Anatakiai on Facebook. My wife is a U.S. citizen. I became a lawful permanent resident after she petitioned for me. I have 2 sons from my previous marriage in Africa who are planning to come join us here in the U.S. Can my wife petition for them or should I file for them myself?
If the marriage happened before your kids were 18, your wife should file for them. If that happened after your kids were 18, you file for them.
And last question for right now, Annie Fan on Instagram. What happens after I complete my citizenship test? Do I get sworn in on the same day?
Generally, no. They usually schedule it a few weeks later. But I've seen people swear in the same day, but it's generally not the case.
All right. All right, now, and today's attorney close-up, Starr and Bernstein partner and immigration attorney Shannon Legrier-Mengret tells us whether USCIS will consider I-944 forms submitted before they were discontinued on March 9th, 2021.
If you're having an interview now, they're not going to look at that I-944 file. So certainly, even if you submitted it, it's after March 9th, 2021. They're not looking at those I-944s. They're not required. You're having an interview and you had already submitted an I-944. You don't have to worry about it. The officers are basically saying, we're not looking at this.
You know what they say about the 944 form?
What do they say?
Forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Just forget about it. This, and goodbye. All right. 50 seconds, 9 questions.
We hit it right on the buzzer last time.
Oh my God, I forgot. You're right. It was.
Yeah,
I have to go
so
back
close.
and look and see if it's like almost like like the you have to go back for the instant replay in football. I'm like, was there a penalty or not? All right, you ready?
There wasn't.
There was not.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Can I file for AOS with an expired foreign passport?
Yes.
Can a father filing for his green card through marriage apply for his 19-year-old?
Only if the marriage happened before the 18th birthday. The step parent would file after. Then you file once you get your green card.
Can I work while waiting for my U visa approval?
You can, but you'll be working illegally.
I have a visitor's visa. Can I apply for a work permit?
You need a consultation.
Will state benefits for my baby affect me and my children's filing?
Perhaps, yes, if it's need-based.
At what age can I file for myself?
Never.
Which month can I renew a green card that expires December 22nd?
6 months before.
Can a 1994 felony charge be expunged so I can apply for citizenship?
I screwed it up because I answered one question.
That was a long answer that you gave.
That's usually I blame you guys, but this time it's all on me.
I was like,
I don't blame you. I'm only kidding.
I hope
but
the
this time it was on me. I deserved all of I deserved all of that explosion. All right. I mean, there was no part of that explosion that was your fault. It was all me. All right. I just You know who never blew up ever?
Ooh.
MacGyver. For years he would do his show. And
Never.
he always made it out alive. I always wondered how he was able to do it.
And you know who would always be successful in solving things?
Who?
Angela Lansbury.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I wonder, and you know what? I mean, I used to watch Matlock all the time. You know, that guy, he was a lawyer. He never lost a case ever.
Never lost.
I said, how the hell does that Matlock never lose a freaking case? Damn.
It's a setup.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I do a show too. I get blown up. I lose cases sometimes. I'm only human, man. All right. What was the last question? What was the last question?
No, the last two questions.
Okay, the last two. What was the last two?
That's quick. You were reading 8. I'll read it for you. Okay.
Can a 1994 felony charge be expunged so that I can apply for citizenship?
No, you have to vacate it. It's very difficult to vacate federal cases, but it would vacate, not expunge. And the last
one, can I apply for a U visa if I overstayed a B1 but meet the eligibility requirements?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Awesome.
All right, comments of the day. Comments of the day.
All right. First comment of the day, Sasha Ford saying, my American dream is demolished inequalities.
Yeah. Get her on our screen. Get a video camera out there. Get her to say it, and we're putting her on the front of the show.
That part.
Okay, our next comment of the day comes from El Antiaki. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. First time joining your live. Definitely a great humanitarian show. We are so glad that you are with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes. And third one comes from Nakong Sikaleng, FFCI USA, saying more power to your program, Uncle Brad.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And our last Friday comment of the day comes from a VIP, Yulin King, saying, hi, Brad, Yo-Yo, Vanessa, squad up. Brad, the things you do to help immigrants do not go unnoticed. Your positivity is infectious. Your intelligence on immigration is impressive. You guys are awesome.
Wow, what a great comment to end this show with.
I loved it.
I love that. Thank you very much. That was very nice. I appreciate that. And you like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. On Monday, the animals are going to get a break because there will be no show. There will be no fuzzy Monday.
No fuzzies.
All right, the animals are taking a break this week, but we'll get them the following Monday because it's Memorial Day. But we're going to start brewing tea because we'll be back on Tuesday tea for a brand new Brad Show Live. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Starr and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Starr and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Starr and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?